Welcome to the HTML5 video. In this module you will learn about the new features in HTML5. After going through this video, you will be able to describe the new features in HTML5. Before delving deep into the features of HTML5, let us step back a bit and recall what made HTML so useful. We live in the age of technology and quick information. Earlier, you found it hard to imagine a world of internet and websites. But now, can you imagine your life without internet? Connecting to other people is not only important for your digital social life, but also for your business and overall growth. But have you ever wondered how and where it all started? It all started with HTML. Increased usage and widespread exposure of internet technologies inspired the update and standardization of the markup languages. As a result, HTML 2.0, XHTML, and so on were developed. HTML5 was also conceived to address existing gaps in the markup standards for modern website designing. HTML5 was developed in 2009. It is a combination of three technologies, namely HTML, CSS, and JavaScript with APIs. HTML5 has been designed to deliver almost everything you don't want to do online without requiring additional software such as browser plugins. It takes care of everything from animation to apps, music to movies, and can also be used to build complex applications that run in your browser. HTML5 is cross-platform and can be used on a tablet, smartphone, netbook, or smart TV. Browsers that support HTML5 are IE9 and above, Edge 12 and above, Chrome 4 and above, Firefox 3.6 and above, Safari 5.1 and above, Android browsers, and the Opera latest versions. HTML5 is enriched with advanced features, which makes it easy and interactive for designer and developer and users. It allows you to play a video and audio file. It allows you to draw on a canvas. It facilitates you to design better forms and build web applications that work offline. It provides you advanced features for that you would normally write in JavaScript. The most important reason to use HTML5 is we believe it is not going anywhere. It will be here to serve for a long time according to W3C recommendation. The latest revision, HTML5, contains many new features. Some existing features are obsolete now, and some have undergone changes. Before we begin, note that HTML is just a way to mark up different regions of a page for formatting later. It is used in combination with other languages such as CSS and JavaScript for creating web applications. Some key features in HTML5 are storage, type, motion, games, audio, 3D, and video. Let us now discuss some key features of HTML5, such as drag and drop, geolocation, web storage, app cache, web workers, SSE, audio tags, video tags, new form input types, attributes, tags, canvas, microdata, semantic, and SVG tags. Drag and drop D&D is a feature of HTML5. It is a powerful user interface concept which is used to copy, reorder and delete items with the help of the mouse. You can hold the mouse button down over an element and drag it to another location. If you want to drop the element there, just release the mouse button. To achieve the drag and drop functionality in traditional HTML4, you must either have to use complex JavaScript programming or other JavaScript frameworks like jQuery, etc. Many websites can benefit from knowing exactly where their target user is accessing their site from. This enables them to give more personalized local experience. HTML5's geolocation functionality can help you do just that. A restaurant comparison service can help the user find restaurants nearby and provide a customized experience. To get the current position, you can use the getCurrentPosition API call. The first parameter is the function that is called when your location is successfully returned. The second parameter is the function that is called if there is an error. The third parameter is an object containing the parameters for the GPS request. HTML5 supports video and audio controls. The Flash, Silverlight and similar technologies are used to play the multimedia items. The browsers that support various file formats are given on the screen. Internet Explorer supports only MP3 format, whereas Chrome and Firefox support all file formats. Opera supports .wav and .ogg formats, whereas Safari supports only .mp3 and .wav. The codes for the audio and video tags are given on the screen. The HTML5 canvas tag is used to draw graphics using a scripting language like JavaScript. The canvas element is only a container for graphics. You must need a scripting language to draw the graphics. The canvas element allows for dynamic and scriptable rendering of 2D shapes and bitmap images. It is a low-level, procedural model that updates a bitmap and does not have a built-in scene. There are several methods in Canvas to draw paths, boxes, circles, text and add images. The HTML5 SVG element can be used to embed SVG graphics directly into your document. All the major modern web browsers like Firefox, Chrome, Safari, Opera, and Internet Explorer 9+ support inline SVG rendering. The Scalable Vector Graphics SVG is an XML-based image format that is used to define two-dimensional vector-based graphics for the web. A vector image can be scaled up or down to any extent without losing the image quality. HTML5's web storage feature lets you store some information locally on the user's computer. Similar to cookies, but it is more secure and faster. The information stored in the web storage isn't sent to the web server as opposed to the cookies, where data sent to the server with every request. Also, where cookies lets you store a small amount of data, nearly 4 KB. The web storage allows you to store up to 5 MB of data. There are two types of storage: local and session storage. Local storage, it uses the local storage object to store data for your entire website permanently. That means the stored local data will be available on the next day, the next week, or the next year, unless you remove it. Session storage, it uses the session storage object to store data on a temporary basis for a single window or tab. The data disappears when session ends. Example, when the user closes that window or tab. Usually, most web-based applications work only when you are online. But HTML5 introduces an application cache feature that allows the browser to automatically save the HTML file and all the other resources that needs to display it properly on the local machine, so that the browser can still access the web page and its resources without an internet connection. Some advantages of using this feature are offline browsing, improved performance, and reduced HTTP request and server load. If you try to do any intensive time-consuming jobs using JavaScript and that require hefty calculations, chances are it might freeze the web page and interrupt you until the job is completed. It happens because JavaScript code always runs in the foreground. HTML5 introduces a new technology called Web Worker that is designed to do background work independently of other user interface scripts without affecting the performance of the web page. Unlike JavaScript, the web worker doesn't interrupt the user, and the web page remains responsive because it is running tasks in the background. HTML5 ServerSent Events or SSES are a new way for the web pages to communicate with the web server. It is also possible with the XML HTTP request object that allows your JavaScript code to make a request to the web server. This is a one-for-one exchange, and once the web server provides a response, the communication is over. A typical example where longer connections are required is stock quotes on finance websites where price is updated automatically. Another example is a news ticker running on various media websites. You can create such effects with the HTML5 SSE feature. It allows a web page to hold an open connection to the web server so that the web server can send a new response automatically at any time. And there's no need to reconnect and run the same server script from scratch over and over again. HTML5 introduces several new input types like email, date, time, color, range to improve the user experience and to make the forms more interactive. However, if a browser fails to recognize these new input types, it will treat them like a normal text box. The color input type allows the user to select a color from a drop-down color picker and returns the hex value for that color. The date input type allows the user to select a date from a drop-down calendar. The date-time input type allows the user to select a date and time along with time zone. The date-time local input type allows the user to select a local date and time. The email input type allows the user to enter email address. The month input type allows the user to select a month and year from a drop-down calendar. The number input type can be used for entering a numerical value. The range input type can be used for entering a numerical value within a specified range. The search input type can be used for creating search fields. The tel input type can be used for entering a telephone number. The time input type can be used for entering a time. The URL input type can be used for entering web addresses via URLs. The week input type allows the user to select a week and year from a drop-down calendar. The summary of the topic on understanding the new HTML5 features is available on the screen. I will pause for a few seconds to allow you to read it, internalize this information, and apply it to gain mastery over the new features. In the next module, we will learn about IDE for HTML5. Thanks for watching. Let's move ahead with the next video.